Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's white to play and win this game. So white pawns are going in this direction, but they all are stuck. And black pawns are going downward in this direction, each defending the other, and the bishop is defending the backward pawn. So we can't take any of black's piece without losing our own. And the king can't move, obviously. We can't deliver checkmate with only one piece, right? So the queen is the most powerful piece in the in chess, but even the queen can't deliver checkmate by itself. So with this all information, you can go ahead, pause the video and guess the move on your own. Best of luck. Okay, welcome back. I made a video about this puzzle for 3 months ago, but some people thought I manipulate the position, but I didn't manipulate the position, and I try my best to clarify everything in this puzzle. So we can give so many checks, right? In this position you might start giving checks, but that doesn't do anything. Checks doesn't do anything and we are not making any progress, right? So that is not the correct move. And once you understand the idea, you will solve the puzzle by your own. I mean, you will get the pattern. So here we can play queen to h6. So queen to h6 check. The king has to move. We just take the bishop and obviously the queen, and we are going to make this pawn another queen, right? So we can move it and it's a free passed pawn, but now the king can't stop this, right? But if this king is in the first rank, if this king would in the first rank, it wouldn't catch the pawn, the g pawn, right? So the race would be uneven for the king, and the king would lost the race and lost the game, the black king. So with this idea in mind, you may probably think forcing the king to go to the first rank, and that would be the right idea. We start with queen to h4, h7 I mean. So now the queen is just blocking the king from moving, right? So we are going to force this king to the first rank. That is the idea, and the king has got to move to e8, and that is the only move, of course. So we play here. We are creating the same opposition, and this is called a queen knight opposition. So by placing the queen like the knight attacking the king, we are going to force the king to move away, to retreat, right? So the king is retreating now. Black has no choice but to retreat. That is the idea. Of course black can't move closer to the queen. That is the main reason. I think all of you would get this. And we play the same idea. And in this position, after the king plays a8, notice now you don't play here. This would be stalemate, just the king can't move. So instead you can play queen to c8 check, and the king would have got only king to a7. Black has got only that move, and now you successfully make black to move one step downward to the goal. So you make the king to get one step downward. You left with 6 steps, right? So 6 or 7. Anyway, now in this position, it's the most critical part of the puzzle. If you'd like to pause again and pause the video and guess the move on your own, go ahead. As always, pause the video and guess the move. Best of luck. Okay, welcome back. Here we can play a queen to d8, and the idea is to not make black back to the 8th square, so we don't get back, we don't step back. So that is our idea. But now the king will play king to b7. Black will just play king to b7, and we can't do anything. We can give this check, but the king would go back. So here in this position, this is this move works. We can win this after we can win the puzzle after this move, but that is not the efficient, which means that is not the correct move. The correct move is actually to play queen to e8. And now when the king plays king to b7, actually we can play queen to d8 and create the same opposition as before, right? But now it's king's turn, it's black's turn. So black has to move, black has to decide. And in this position, black's mission, from black's perspective, black don't want to go to the first rank, because if black does, it wouldn't catch the pawn in the race. So after we take the bishop, this pawn, the g pawn, would take back the queen, and this pawn would be a passed pawn. So black can't start from the first rank and reach the pawn. So black don't want to get the first rank. So black does and do its best to not get to the first rank. So black will play just a7, but we are going to make a move with our king to c8, and black is forced to step backward once again, one step closer to its death, right? So that is the idea and the solution of the puzzle, you might say. And by now you get the idea. You make a knight opposition, and black has no choice but to retreat. We just repeat the move. And in the previous video, I see so many of comments. You are manipulating the move. You are manipulating black king to move to the first square by purpose. I am not doing that by purpose. So for example, let me show you in this position. Black has got 3 moves, right? If black plays here, for example, we are going to play queen to e5, keeping the opposition, right? Keeping the pace the same. But if black plays here downward, black is already making us a favor, going downward to the first rank. It would make the process faster for us. So black don't want that and play king to a5, but it's a similar thing. We just follow black, and after similar situations, after this same maneuvers, finally black would reach the last rank. So black would play here, and after everything, black will just play king to b1. Now we can go here, queen to h8, and we are aiming at the bishop. Now the king might play here to get closer to the pawn, but it's too late. We just take the bishop, the pawn would take that, and of course the king cannot stop the pawn. So this way, obviously, we are going to take this 3 backward pawn, and this is just easy win. So this is the puzzle. I think I made it clarify, and I can't explain any better than this. So if you found this video entertaining, make sure to like the video and appreciate me, please guys. I am making these videos, I am putting a lot of work on these videos, and they are not getting enough views. They are getting 1,000, 2,000 views, and 1,000 views, and 2,000 views, and 1,000 views, and 2,000 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 views, if that even get lucky, but you guys can make this go viral, right? So make sure to like the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.